This is my first time making boxing predictions. This video is probably gonna be really fast because I gotta make my other video, which is more important because UFC is way more important than boxing. So let's start it off. The first fight on the card is SX versus DTG. Those are the most weird and shit names I've ever heard. They're both just fat boxers that don't know how to fight, if I'm gonna be honest. But I am going with TTG. Looks like he has more stamina. And yes, I am basing this off looks because I have no clue who these motherfuckers are. And I'm not studying boxers that I do not give a fuck about. Next up the card, Chase Damore versus Tempo Arts. I am sorry, but if you're going with Chase Damore, please don't ever make predictions. Please. He is so trash. He doesn't know how to box. I don't know why he's boxing. I won't lie, he has a good physique. But in that, he is not a good boxer. Easy win for Tempo Arts. Knockout probably in like the 4th round. Next up the card, Astrid Witt versus Alexia Grace. The fight of the OnlyFans. Let's be honest, Astrid Witt and Alexa Grace, whatever their names are, they're both trash. They're not good boxers, but Astrid Witt will win. Very easy win for her because, well, Alexia Grace is just trash. Up the card, Swarms versus Ed Matthews. Look, if you're losing a Blueface, you're for sure gonna lose his Swarms. Swarms will dominate whoever this rando is. Onto the main card, Nick Alamo and Alex Wasabi versus Luis Pineda and B. Dave. I think tag team matches are stupid in boxing. They make no sense, but I am going Pineda and D. Dave, mainly for the fact that Pineda is an actual good boxer. Against KSI, he didn't look good, but after that, he was actually showing how good he could be. So yeah, Pineda and B. Dave. Next fight up the card, Whindersson Nunes versus my mate Nate. This is another easy fight to predict. Whindersson Nunes is going to dominate my mate Nate simply due to the fact that he just has more power. I do think it's going to go all rounds. He'll win by decision, but still, Whindersson Nunes will dominate. Next up the card, King Kenny versus Anthony Taylor. I actually had trouble deciding who would win this because I do like King Kenny. I'm a little biased over the Beta Squad and shit, but I am going with Anthony Taylor. I think he's just a better and more well-rounded fighter. He probably will win by decision. Next fight up the card, Dean the Great versus Waleed Sharks. I'm going with Dean the Great. He just seems a lot more faster and he looks like he's had more experience in this. Championships don't really matter in boxing. There's so many, especially in Misfits boxing. But I will be going with Dean the Great. I think he'll knock him out whatever round he wants, if I'm gonna be honest. But we'll just see. Dean the Great to win by knockout. Up the card, Salt Poppy versus Slim. I do think Salt Poppy will win this. I think the power will be too much for Slim. I know that Slim is long and rangy, but we've seen Salt Poppy beat people like that. Slim will be one of the harder fights for Salt Poppy, but I do think he can come through. Salt Poppy by knockout in the 4th or 3rd round. Next fight up the card, Logan Shit Paul versus Dylan the G Dennis. If you do not have Dylan Dennis winning this fight, you must be retarded and dumb as shit. He will dominate Logan Paul. He will knock out Logan Paul in the 2nd or 3rd round. Very easy win for Dylan Dennis. Now we're on to the main event, KSI versus Tommy Fury. Look, I don't really care who wins this because I like both, but I am going with Tommy Fury. I would much rather prefer if KSI won, but I am going to go with Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is too long. He has way more reach. He's much more stronger. He has more power. He has everything against KSI. KSI just swings and hopes he can knock somebody out. Tommy Fury doesn't do that. He dominated Jake Paul. Jake Paul didn't drop him. He tripped. Don't know why anybody says he got dropped. He didn't get dropped. But I do think Tommy Fury will dominate the match and knock out KSI in the 2nd round. Thank you for watching, and those are all my boxing predictions.